Good morning, Plum here, playing World of Tanks. Take a look at this. New tank in my garage. It's the Mauschen. So played through the VK. Did have some very good games in the VK. I quite enjoyed playing the Super Heavy. Now we're on the last stepping stone to the Mighty Mouse. We've got the Mauschen. And I imagine it's going to play very similar to all the other Super Heavies. If you can side scrape like an absolute boss, if you can side scrape buildings that are on your right to cover up that commander's hatch, which is a slightly more vulnerable, weaker spot to shoot at, all the better for it. I think I'm going to enjoy playing the Mauschen too. So let's see if we can get into position. I'm going to just keep going on the flat, I think, even though that is straighter as the crow flies. Maybe winding up that snaking road is just too slow. This is one of the downsides, obviously, to all the Super Heavies, is your speed. What are you going to do? You just stick it in auto, point it, alt tab out, look at Google for 10 seconds, come back and just check you're still going in the same way you were going before. I do that sometimes if I'm going for a good jaunt in a Super Heavy, like the not Super Heavy but super slow tanks, some of the heavily armoured TDs. Well, they've managed to get an LT-432 all the way in behind us. Are they going to be able to deal with that? Luckily our artillery's not there. Surely he's got to die. He's won against like 7 tanks. I know 2 of them are artillery, but still, you think he's going to die, surely. Scorpion G's getting... oh, this might not work out well. I mean, we are now focusing on that LT. We've got to win this flank, because that side might, like that, it might... God, that's a good shot by the enemy artillery to take out RFE-207. A GW Tiger nailed it. Right, let's try and push against this Lerva. So ideally I'd like to be where that our Lerva is, but nah, we'll just go and wing it over at these rocks here, I think. See if we can make this dream happen. So my pen on these AP rounds, I've got the top gun, it's 246, which is pretty good, and then the APCI is 311, which should go through the front of just about anything on a tier 9 game. So I'll be looking at the lower plate. Somewhere I can get green. We got amber, that's good enough for me in this tank, I think. Lay down some serious hurt on that fella. Now I am going to be prone to getting shot by artillery here, I think. Try our luck. Armour does its thing, starts bouncing. Now I'm going to move quite a lot here because I do not want to get hit by artillery, or at least not a direct hit. I'll happily take a bit of splash, but that's all. So let's see if we can angle our armour. They do appear to have backed off. Okay, I'm going to push them. I feel like pushing. This is a breakthrough tank, isn't it? And now I've got some cover for my commander's hatch as well. Stay behind me, Tiger. I've got this. So where did he pen me? Lower plate. Of course. Need to side scrape. He might go for my tracks, I suppose. I'm going to go for his lower plate. Has he only got the... yeah, he's stock, that E75. So he's not going to do an awful lot of damage to me as I take these chance shots. Okay, now they're in trouble. Push in, need some more damage. I'd like to get another shot on the E75 if at all possible. Nobody wants to take that first shot. Are they all aware it's stock? You're not going to take that much damage, actually. Come on, let me have the kill, let me have the kill, let me have the kill. Kill. Just too slow. So now it's gamble time. What do we do? Do we go back to base? I think that might be the better choice. I think their little light kind of scout is probably doomed unless he backs off. These are tricky, these situations. Look at the scores. It's just one tank in it and I'm so slow I've got to commit one way or the other. It feels like they've had more momentum during this game, so I'm assuming that they're sort of pushing, even though only the Jagdtiger is at our base. The Skoda T50, where is he? I've just been spotted by the mid, I think. Hello. We will take another shot at him if we can. I think he's stuck down there. Yep, this guy's doomed. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, now we've got the advantage, although they've got a Skoda T50 over there, which probably can penetrate my lower plate quite easily. Hoping that my armour might actually work on the rest of my tank against the Skoda T50. So he does appear to be pushing back. The P Victoria stays there to watch the base. Nuts. Now I think they're going to come back in again. They know I'm here because the Centurion spotted me, so I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go back towards these guys over here, I think. Or maybe I should just go to the rocky outlook here. I'm not 100% sure if I can get across the watery ground down underneath me here. I think I can. I think I can. What is the Skoda thinking? What? I don't want to drown. I mean, this tank is crushingly slow. That would have got me spotted. At least I spotted him going across the gap. We get some spotting damage. Oh, it's a great spotting machine, the Mauschen. It really is. That was incredibly poor reflexes, Plum. Well, at least we know where two of their tanks are now. Can I get across here? I'm going to go for it. Let's try and find the shortest path across. Yeah, we can do that. I don't often come down here, you know, so I'm thinking I was going to have to traverse deep water all the way, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Right, I'm just going to drive in there and kill them both. Or the T-54 Mod 1 at the very least. Oh wow! A T-55A. The Mod 1's still up there. I think he's trapped now. I think this is going to be a win, folks. This is going to be a solid win. Just keep tracking up here, looking for that shot. Got loads of hit points to get this guy. His best thing to do is going to be drive around me. Drop down. I mean, he might drop down. He can do that. He can just drop off the edge of T-54 Mod 1. He can head north. Let's be ready for the shot. Luckily there's lots of terrain around here, so if I need to and he wants to try and go around me, I can back up into a corner, then he can't go around me. He's got all of his hit points as well. That's great. Hello. Are you kidding? Have a go, if you're hard enough. Does he know he can go down there? Do you want to keep a little bit of flexibility with him? Don't want to get too close because he'll just drive around me. Here we go. Nice. That's the win, folks. 3,000 damage, 1,400 bounce. That was good. I'm pretty happy with that. It's quite a relaxing way to play tanks. He's super heavy, so he's just bumbling around. Hoping the armor's going to work. How'd we do on the team on that one? I got no idea. Maybe second, third. I don't think that'd be good enough for top. Second. Always at a disadvantage when you're top tier and there's lower tiers in the game. Yeah, we did alright, didn't we? I mean, that's the Mauschen. That's a tank. We are on our way to the mouse. So this thing is going to be... looks like pretty much the same thing, but I remember this thing when I first started playing back in 2011. Maybe some of you weren't even born then. This was a tank to be... oh, you saw one, and you get your first tier 8, and you get into a tier 10 match, and you see one, although back in those days you'd see one at tier 5. You're just like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do against it? It's just a block of steel, impenetrable. Used to strike the fear of God into me, one of these things, not anymore. But looking forward to getting it. Bit of an iconic vehicle, isn't it, the mouse? So I've got my mini mouse at the moment. I mean, was that my second or third game in it? I've only had a couple. Third game. So 1-2, lost 1. Yeah. I think I'm going to get along with the Mauschen. I think I can adapt my playstyle to slow heavies. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's going to be fun, I think. Must look at the armor profiling on this on some third-party application and just make sure I understand where weak spots are. I'm not sure if that's a weak spot. I know that is. I think if you're angled, something like this, you are very, very difficult to pen. Particularly if you're side-scraping and you've got a building here which covers up most of your weak spots and they can just shoot this side. So looking forward to the day that happens. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. Keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I will play World of Tanks again very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.